First of all, I'd like to just thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, just for letting me wake up this morning. It's been an emotional week in basketball just because of, the passing of the folks out in California, including Kobe Bryant. And, it's been reflective for me just to appreciate the opportunity to wake up in the morning and to play this game that we love, and for me to coach these guys. I really love this team. They've got a lot of grit and determination. They show that. It surfaced tonight, today with, a game, Charleston Southern team. I thought Charleston Southern played great. They weren't going to give us the game. We had to take it, and I thought our guys were gritty enough, especially down the stretch in crunch time and in overtime, to take the game. And, I'm just proud of them for their effort.
Carlik Jones is no stranger to heroics, but tonight was pretty special. Just at the end of the break, scored 12 straight points for you at one point, and then coming back with the buzzer beater. Can you put into words what you see when you see a stretch like that as a coach, from a perspective, how difficult is that and how impressive, when a guy just puts your team on his back?
Yeah, it was. It's great to have him. I know that. I thank God for him and all the guys, but to have a guy who can close games like that is pretty special. It's unique. In all my years of coaching, we haven't had very many of them. So we're gonna enjoy the ride. But I think our whole team had a level of determination tonight, and he and Travis, those are the two guys that give us our confidence. They give us our just belief in what we're doing, and I love having them on the floor. And their attitude is infectious to the rest of the guys. When they show up, they're not afraid, and so the rest of the guys don't dare be afraid, because those guys just kind of lead the way. And for Carlik to make that shot, it's one thing when you're tied to make a shot. It's the different thing when you're down to make a shot, And, the great thing about it is he's not afraid to miss that shot either. So, if he misses it, he'd be upset with himself. But, the next time the opportunity's there, he's going to take it again.
And then the exchange at the end, you throw the ball away and think basically
Oh,
the game's
my
over.
gosh.
What can you describe what you told the team at that sequence? You must have assumed you guys it was over, basically.
Nah. Honestly, man, for people that play sports and there's a clock, you just got to fight till the clock says zero, and you just never know what's going to happen. We decided we had to, face guard them and not let them, catch the ball, close and deny. And fortunately, they tried to throw it long, which I thought that they would do it, but, thank goodness it wasn't a pinpoint pass. And, even if it had been touched and gone out of bounds on the other end, it would have made our chances slim. But the fact that we got it right in front of our bench on our baseline really helped. And so just very fortunate, man. I'm just very thankful.
And Divine's been kind of in the starting lineup, and he had kind of a couple key blocks and gave you guys some energy. What went into kind of giving him that larger role? He was rebounding well and everything, but giving him that larger role, and how important was he tonight to kind of be that glue guy almost, where kind of making some great plays?
Yeah, one of the reasons why we inserted him is just because he's our best rebounder, and we identified that as something that was stopping us from, getting multiple stops in games and finishing possessions. And so, you give him a chance because he's rebounding the ball, and then that allows him to affect the game in other ways. And so he's an energetic guy. He promised me he was going to play with energy when he came here, and, he's held true to his word. But, more than anything, he has had his struggles at the free throw line, and for him to walk to that line in that pressure situation at the end of the game and make a free throw was a big-time accomplishment by him, and I'm really proud of him.
And then defense on Fleming, 4 of 17, really quiet night. Gave him those free throws at the end, which you probably want back. But other than that, have to be happy with how you kind of defended him.
I just couldn't believe they made that call. I just couldn't believe. At that moment, with that little bit of time, and it was a little bit of contact, and, it was surprising. We were trying to get back, and, he made those two. I knew he was going to make them. You know, he's playing at a really high level right now, and he is a great kid. You know, I used to live in Athens, Georgia, and I'm disappointed that the people in Athens didn't call me to recruit that kid. But he's a good player, and you know, I knew he was going to make those shots. I'm just the last possession. You know, I thought he was going to take and make the shot, and our defense was just really, really good on that last possession. Really, really good. Made him take a tough shot.
All right, we'll start with questions. Carlik Jones.
You scored 12 points at one point in the final 7 minutes. You know when you're on a run like that, is that even in your head that you have to kind of put things on your back at all?
Sometimes. Usually it's my teammates that usually kind of remind me and stuff like that. But when I feel myself getting hot, I just tend to, you know, do whatever I can to, you know, keep it going. And me getting hot is like, I technically just want the ball in my hands. It don't necessarily mean I'm going to shoot it or, you know, I want to take all the shots. It just means that I'm feeling pretty good, and I feel like I can score at will, but when I get hot, it tends to open the floor for everyone. And when I did that, it felt like when I touched the ball, I seen two. And that's when I was able to, you know, catch it and, you know, draw two guys and pass it. And that's when we were able to move the ball from there and get better looks.
What's the key to a buzzer beater? Is there any difference, or just putting it out of your head? What is it? You hit some before.
I just try to lock in. Just tell myself this is what you practice, this is what you live for, and I was able to do it again today.
And that exchange at the end of regulation, where you guys turn the ball over, you got to think you might not get it back. You know, what did coach tell you? And what was kind of the plan to kind of defend on their inbound pass where they threw it away?
I guess just to, you know, face guard your man, try to get a steal or to foul immediately on the catch. But luckily, I seen the ball go in the air, and I'm not gonna lie, my heart kind of dropped. Like, just to think, like, cause you know I'm a basketball player, and I know like if that kid would have touched it, just a pick, like scratch or whatever, that the ball would have been wherever he touched it at or anything. And seeing the ball go out of bounds, it just kind of gave me hope. Told me that we were still in it.
Coach said, you know, you guys have grit, and this was another display. I mean, how much is that these close games that you guys are proving yourselves and kind of gain some confidence with these kind of close wins? Is that important, kind of going ahead, going forward?
Yes, because we've always been taught and we always been preached to that no game is easy. And in this conference, I've been in this conference for 3 years now, and I haven't seen a team lay down for us yet, or lay down for another team yet. So you know, it just builds trust on one another, and it proves to us that we're a pretty good team.
How do you go from that situation where you think the game's almost over and you watch that sequence happen and throw it out of bounds? I mean, do you have to flip any switch in your head to stay focused to make that buzzer beater as well?
Yes. Don't get me wrong. I do have falls where I do tend to get down, but I was able to keep my composure this game. I believe that I've been doing it good lately, but I was able to keep my composure and finish the game out. I was always taught, and my coaches always preached, do not stop playing till the clock says 0. So I think that's what we did tonight, and we were able to pull out the win.